Hi guys, I welcome everyone back to the channel. In today's video, we shall be looking at stars and how that they are connected to people's destinies. In fact, human beings, angels, we are seen as stars. So everyone that is born at birth, your star is supposed to shine. And in fact, what's the nature of stars? They shine, they sparkle. And this star can be attacked and darkened. And when it is attacked and darkened, it will spell out woes for the individual. In fact, the level of our star shining is not equal. So when people who have that spiritual eye, probably could be from your family, it could come from anywhere, when they see that star and they attack it, that is where your life begins to actually go on a nosedive. You do a lot of them. In fact, such people that their stars are attacked, they do a lot of things. They acquire a lot of certificates, they do a lot of work, they do a lot of business, and which naturally should make them successful. But things do not work out. Those people could be very talented. You could see that this person is actually very talented, and he's not able to take the talent anyway, and remains in the village. You see, and in fact, there are a lot of ways that people's stars can be attacked. So in this video, we shall look at ways people's stars are attacked and how you can protect your star from being attacked. And also in this video, we shall be looking at how that the star of our brothers, the white skin people, has helped them to shine over black skin people. In fact, this is going to be a deeper revelation that people might not even know. So to cover the details, make sure you don't click away. I'll be right back pretty soon with the very details of this video. As humans, black skin people and white skin people, though we are the same humans from the same root, from one man, even with this, God has assigned stars to these two distinct group of human beings. And these stars are Orions and Pleades. And just like I said, the glory of your star, if it is not protected, and then it is being attacked or taken away from you, there is nothing you can do. So between these two stars, a battle ensued between them. But what I'm revealing here, astrologers will agree to what I am talking about here in this video. The nature of these stars, Pleiades was a star that belongs to the white people. That was the star of the white, our brothers, the white skin people. Then Orions is a star that is assigned to black skin people. And like I said, stars they vary depending upon their strength and glory. They vary. So if you look at Pleiades, Pleiades was just having Pleiades is made up of 7 stars. And Orions is made up of a lot of stars. And not just ordinary stars, stars that sparkle and brighten up. In fact, black skin people are actually so fortunate that even how the 12 tribes of Israel came about, the chosen ones came about, where those God chose through Jacob. And through that lane came Jesus Christ, being all blacks. But we have always lost the glory. It's just so disappointing. God actually blessed our stars. That was Orions, with so many stars. And that shows the strength of our stars as well. So now our glory was to be transported to us in the form of a woman with galaxies. And naturally, Orions with a lot of stars, bright stars, should be able to overpower Pleiades. So when Pleiades saw that, Pleiades quickly got up to approach Orions to battle. And for whatever reason, Orions, who was supposed to attack Pleiades and overpower him to allow the glory to be transported to rest, for whatever reason, he got intimidated and bowed down and surrendered. And then Pleiades, who came in a form of a bull, otherwise known as Sagittarius, headed him down, and that is how come he was able to take away that glory and transported it to the white-skinned people. Now, have you ever asked yourself why that? Why our brothers, the white-skinned people, they are ahead of whatever that they do, but in terms of technology, they are ahead of us. Education, in fact, a whole lot of even sports, a whole lot of things, they are ahead of us. They are always like masters of the game. All this boils down to the star they defeated us and took it away from us. And in fact, that woman with the stars, that was our glory, that was to be transported to us, is that woman today on the soil of America, known as the Statue of Liberty. See? But then if you go and Google, trust me, if you go and Google the information they will give you regarding the Statue of Liberty, this is not what they will tell you. They will go and tell you a warped and disconnected story to this. But secretly, they know what that Statue of Liberty actually stands for. In fact, in case you still doubt me and want more evidence of this connection, just look at the crown star on the Statue of Liberty's head. How many are they? There are 7. And those 7 crowns are in reference to Pleiades, which is made up of 7 stars. See? And in fact, like I said, astrologers will not deny what I'm talking about in this video. And nothing in this world is done just as we see it. There are a lot of things that are shrouded in secrecy, that are concealed from us that we don't know. So you see, so that spelled out the glory of our brothers, the white-skinned people, and they are ahead of us in a whole lot of things. But I know some people might come at the comment section defending that it was because of colonialism and then the black man mentality. But it's not. But these people were already technologically inclined, even in the biblical days. But in the biblical days, they were known as the Sidonians. And they were those King Solomon taxed to build the temple. Why? Because they were very crafty and very artistic. So they were those that were. And for the king of Tyre, King Hiram, was the one that King Solomon gave that contract to build the temple because of their craftiness. So they've long been crafty even in the biblical days. And that's what today the current day Europeans, they were the Sidonians in the biblical days. You see? So, and we always seem to be lagging behind, putting in effort, but we are lagging behind. You see? So all this is connected to the star, that battle between Orions and Pleiades. In fact, that Statue of Liberty, in reality, should have been on the soil of Africa. But you see where it is. But people do not know that there was this kind of establishment that actually happened in the spiritual realms. You see, so when Christ was coming, though he came in our skin as a black-skinned person, but that glory, he gave it to them because they won the battle. So he gave that glory to them. That's why if you read the book of Revelation, the 7 churches, that's where the touch of the gospel went to. And now it has to later on be brought back to us, our own history. That we don't even know that it's our own history, brought back to us. So before the eyes of God, we are seen as stars. And these stars differ in strength and glory. In fact, our stars are not the same. Everyone, and then the level of strength and glory of your stars, just as in First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 41. Our stars differs. Through Abraham, God established a covenant to bless him and bless his seed. But if you read Genesis chapter 22, verse 17, God said, in blessing I'll bless you, in multiplying I'll multiply you. And it went further in verse 18 that in your seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. In the redemption plan of God, no human being is supposed to be poor. In fact, God didn't create any human being to be poor. And that is why the star of every human being at birth shines, because of that covenant. God has a standard as his blessing. And his standard is that you should be able to feed at least averagely. The average depend on the your star, the strength and the glory of your star. Even if you are having an average star, you should be able to feed your wife maybe 5 children and still be able to take care of others or take care of people outside your family without feeling the pinch. See? But then if, let's say, you are able to feed your wife maybe 5 children, and in case you are to feed other people outside, and this feeding, I'm not just talking about only food, it means taking care of their welfare and other things, but you should be able to help people, but you don't even feel that something has gone out of you. You see, that means that you have in abundance and being able to help others. So that's actually the standard of God, of someone that is being blessed, and that is from the covenant that was established for us through that covenant that was established between God and our father Abraham. You see, and a lot of people that will even stand before God when they cross over and stand before God, and God will reveal to them the plan, what they were supposed to be, their glory, their star. It will be sad that people are not able to live those fulfilled lives. It will be sad. All this is because of that attack that happens on people's stars and destinies. But a lot of people might not know. Why? Because they are able to averagely, once they are able to afford 3 square meals, maybe feed themselves, feed their wife and children, and build a house and live a normal life. They think that's okay. They think that's their limit. They don't know their star is beyond that. And it's sad. So in fact, in the spiritual realms, and people think that when you go higher in the spiritual realms, it's all peaceful. But it's not. There's a lot of battles that are being fought there. People that are praying for their hijacked stars to be released. And in fact, there's a lot that happens. See, but when people are ignorant of this, they just live a life of mediocre. In fact, it's even sad. You might even find people struggling, working so hard, doing a lot of things, but they're not able to make ends meet and living impoverished lives. And not that they are lazy. They are not. They are not. See? So what accounts for this? The truth is that hard work, skill, resourcefulness alone cannot make a person wealthy and successful. In fact, though is key to making a person wealthy and successful. And just like people will jokingly put it, if hard work was what makes people successful, then the donkey would have been wealthy. But just on a sarcastic level. You see. But I agree, yes, of course, you need education, you need skill, you need a mind for industry, you need resourcefulness, the right social connection. Very, very key and important to you being, to a person fulfilling and living for full life and being successful in whatever you do. But trust me, if all these are put in place, you have all this in order, and your star is darkened, Your star is attacked. You put all this in place, but things will not work out. You have the right connection for everything. You will always realize that as you start, before you, it's like you are getting to the limelight. Things fail out. Things fail out. And you keep on asking yourself questions. Why? Because you have put things in order. Everything you have put in order. And all that boils down to your star. In reality, in fact, there are two ways a person's life can experience woes on the person's destiny. And one of them is when the person's parents, maybe through certain misfortune that has happened, or maybe through out of certain wickedness of their past life, were cursed by their fellow humans. And if that curse actually works and is supposed to be transferable to their kids, so you see that their children will be suffering that curse, the repercussion of that curse that is traceable to their parents. And you see such people, it will be very hard for their star to shine. The education, they'll be struggling in every area of life. You see them struggling. Until, of course, if such people run to Christ, according to Colossians chapter 2, verse 14, then the blood, the redemption power of the blood will work for them. But the Bible says that in Colossians chapter 2, verse 14, that the blood of Jesus has blotted out ordinances, and that include cases that were written against us. And then he nailed it onto the cross. And at that moment, that is where that person can have a hope of being saved. See, conversely, people can also pronounce blessings upon a person, or God through certain establishment that happen between a person's parents can probably make God to establish a covenant of blessing, and that covenant of blessing could be transferable to the person's kids, the person's children. And maybe the blessing could be that the person's children will never experience shame. And in that case, you will see such children of the person. Some people, you realize that in their family, in fact, all of them are very successful. Whatever they do in a small way, they are successful. And they could even be living reckless lives and are not even godly. But you see that whatever they do, they just keep on prospering. Everything that they do, you might go and try the same thing. You will make a headway. See? So these are ways that can actually define a person's destiny. Another way a person's glorious destiny could be under attack is when your star is being attacked from birth, or maybe later in life when spiritually your star is attacked through witchcraft. And that could also spell out doom for a person as well. In fact, this can be done through receiving gift. The truth is that it's not every gift you have to receive from people. In fact, if you read the Bible in 2 Kings, the situation of Gehazi, when Naaman came to Elisha to be cleansed of his leprosy, and after Naaman was healed, Naaman sent gift to Elisha, and Elisha rejected. He declined to pick those gifts. But then Gehazi, out of his materialism and covetousness, went behind the scene secretly and went and met up with Naaman, and he received the gift secretly. And look at how it went on with him. The trouble of Naaman came upon him. So it's not every gift that people must actually accept, because there are some that are packaged with woes, with curses. So in fact, a lot of people are not aware that their stars are either attacked or swapped. In fact, let's look at people like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. All these people, you think they have ordinary stars? They have glorious stars that are bigger. And at birth, those stars were actually glorious stars. that shine for them. And if they are fortunate and those stars are not under attack, it means that that skill, that talent, that ability, the resourcefulness God has given to them, it's very easy to shine with it. They see. So how are people, stars attacked? Now, remember, astrologers are people that are able to read into stars. In fact, any person that is born to this world that is a glorious person, they know they're able to read into stars. And then remember the situation of the Lord Jesus when he was born. The Bible refers to them as the three wise men. But then in those days, they were also known as witches, but they are called magi or magus. They were also referred as witches. These people are able to look into people's stars and determine the nature of the star, the glory and nature of that star. So people might think that those people actually meant well for Christ. That's why they went and worshiped him. But that wasn't actually the case. When they saw the star of Christ, what happened is that they tried manipulating the star. And when they saw that they could not manipulate the star, and notice it wasn't just an ordinary star, but a star of someone who is a royal, who will be the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. They gave up. They surrounded. And in surrounding, what were they supposed to do? To go and worship him. So, though genuinely, people will see them as genuine people who went to worship Christ, but they really went to bow down, to surrender to him. So that's why they went to worship Christ, because they couldn't manipulate him. So if Christ wasn't Christ as he was, and was just an ordinary human being, that star would have been attacked. And you see that he will be on earth doing whatever he can do with the skill and talent, but cannot do anything. And another situation is the story of Jabez, according to 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 10. His star was attacked. And in fact, whatever he did, he couldn't be able to take his right position until he cried unto God, and God had to intervene. And the glory of his star was restored. You see, in fact, in the spiritual realms, witches are more destructive in their dealings. And that is why in the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, the Bible refers to them as spiritual wickedness. But they can identify a person's star, identify the kind of star it is, and then attack it. And one of the ways they attack their victims is through food, especially food served at occasions like weddings, like funerals, among others. So what they will do is that they will parcel food and parcel it nicely. The way they will parcel it will be irresistible. They parcel it, delivers it to you. You wouldn't know that they've worked around it. And fortunately, those that are born again Christians, sometimes you see that when you receive such food, the Holy Spirit might be prompting to you, do not eat it. Do not eat it. And if out of your stubbornness, you refuse to hear the voice of God and say, you think that, oh, for me, I'm a believer, I fear nothing, I will pray over it and eat. But once you refuse to hear the voice of God, you face the consequence. So once you eat it, your star is attacked. You get back home and notice that things that you were doing and you were having a headway, things start going on a nosedive, things start declining, and you wouldn't understand. In fact, I heard of a story of a pastor like that who went to one community, and in that community there was one of the members there. In fact, not all church members are actually members; some are actually agents. So she started giving this pastor food, and then, but fortunately for that pastor, through spiritual discernment, he was able to know that the food this particular person was bringing it's not just food. It was dubiously plotted out. He rejected the food. And when he rejected the food, the woman started attacking him. She didn't hide it. She started attacking the pastor. But then you can't attack a child of God. There's no way you attack a child of God and then win. So she was defeated. You see, some people too at times you say that they wear those that are want to go the satanic way. They wear rings. They put in rings. So you cannot just stay neutral, because the world is not as the way we see it. You see, so in reality, a lot of people's destinies are being attacked. A lot of people have their destinies actually swapped. People have their marriages swapped. People have the glory of the work of their hands, the glory of the work of their hands swapped in the spiritual realms, but they do not know. And so, for when these people attack you, what they do is that they either attack the star, the glory of your star, and just darken it. So you keep on struggling, putting things in order, working so hard, and even getting frustrated that things are not working out. Or they could swap your glory, your destiny, and give it to their children, or someone they wish to give it to. You see, so you're doing all things right, but things will not click. And people might not know it's their star that have been attacked and darkened. It's so sad that this world is a place of that is shrouded with a lot of evil that people do not know. See? Well, guys, I think this way I will draw the curtains to this video. And in case you have been with me from the beginning to the end of this video, I want to believe you might have found value in this video. So to appreciate that effort, do not forget to give me a like. And you can equally subscribe to the channel, so that that will also keep me track and motivated to be coming your way with videos like this of this nature. You can equally, bring your comments. I love it when I see people bring on board their comments, and so we have engagement. But we all learn together. Is so marvelous. My next video shall be on the first wife of Adam. The first wife. I know people might not know that Eve wasn't the first wife of Adam. There was a wife. So to catch up with that video, make sure that you subscribe so that when I come on with that video, you'll be able to have access to the video. I see you again another time with another video. Bye bye.